here's the update on my freelancing journey. So, I've been closely working with a lot of VZs and founders, and it's been really amazing to see all the works and how actually in the B2B industry works and the VC industry works. And so, I've learned a lot in the past couple of months while I've not been consistent on YouTube. So, I'm trying to be consistent on the posting of the videos, and here's what I learned in the past couple of months working with large firms. So, a lot of firms that are in the uh, in the field of AI or in this field of a lot of data collection, and in the sense of getting relationship uh, and maintaining the relationship and maintaining how much funds are managed, how how people are remembering each people from their databases. Though a lot of the companies are, I'd say, still struggling with this data structure, especially if they are in the starting stages of 2 to 5 years. And I'm seeing a lot of data that is unstructured that needs to be structured, and a lot of automation have to take in place to structure the data. So I'm working in a lot of in that to structure the data, to uh, to not only that, to make use of the structured data, because sometimes you can structure the data, but at the end of this day you cannot want to use it the way that you wanted to use it. So yeah, I'm learning a lot of stuff and working with those guys. So yeah, the first thing is the data structures, and really have to focus on the basics and have to separate the ones that we want as a trial and error data structure. That should be a separate one, that we should separate that from the main database, so it'll cause a lot confusions in the main structure unless you separate it with the trial and error database, uh, or a totally duplicate of the original data set that you have to do trial and error, whether it's uh, whether it's actually working or not for the use case that you want to use. And yeah, the huge thing that I learned is the data structure, to structure how organizational structure works or business structure works. There's different structures that we need to have in our database to view, and as per the use cases we need to use that structure. So that has to be immediately usable, or uh, user friendly usable. I'd say that. So yeah, and the second thing is that the connections are more important than um, like sending out campaigns. The face to face meetups is more important than like sending invites, sending cold emails and posting consistently. uh, Meeting a person to face is really helps you to build a connection with them, do a deal, move faster. uh, you build the trust really soon when you're doing that. That's the obvious one. Right now a lot of um, things are moving digitally right now, so there is a huge market to get businesses to meet around networking, and there's a lot of money around that. I'd say in the future it is also a huge thing that has been growing. A lot of people can uh, start communities and maintaining them, so that's a huge thing. And the third thing is that uh, along the way, when you try to build up the community, when you structure the data, there is a lot of trial and error. So you have to know some things cannot be done, and there is some time needed to get things done in the way that we wanted. And the huge there's a huge difference between that. But uh, especially when you're in the learning stages, it's hard to separate them, whether it this thing that we are trying to achieve is possible or not. Not in the aspect of like the goals and stuff like that, but in terms of structuring the data, structuring the community. It's some people are trying to do that in a very specific way that they want, unless the market says otherwise. But we are trying to structure that what or how we want. But the market, when the market says otherwise, we have to go with the market says. So the data, that's the reason data comes in, to analyze the data and see where's the money around, where's the market is roaming around. So that is something important we have to focus on. And some of the things I think that is the most of the stuff I learned in the past couple of months. And e-com is a big one. Uh, E-commerce is a big one that I learned to. I'm still learning now. There's a recent project that didn't go well with e-commerce, because I would say there is a lot of things that I didn't know when it comes to tax season inside e-commerce. So I'm just still learning things on, especially on Shopify. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. I'll keep you posted on. This is just a compiled version of all of the things that I learned. I'll keep try to post on each specific thing, and in the upcoming videos I'll elaborate on each specific thing. It makes sense uh, why I said this in the video. Maybe I'll put in some context from this video to that video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What I learned from the past couple of months, and try trying to start an agency, but I don't think this is the right time to start. I think I maybe maybe in 6 months time or something like that. But yeah, that's what is on my mind right now. But there is a huge uh, gap on talent right now, I would say, in terms of India. There's a lot of talent out there, but it's trying, it's getting crowded. It's I'd say it's hard to get the pure talent in the crowd. Maybe that's because I'm a pure beginner. Yeah, I'm also trying to hire some people for my personal assistants. Actually, hired a guy. It's been doing well. I'm trying to hire another person for my freelance marketing and stuff. So yeah, stay tuned.